Hello again, nuggets of wisdom. My topic today is so straightforward. 5 lessons I learned transitioning to entrepreneurship. Let's get it. Welcome back. While at it, please like, share, hit the notification bell for new content. Please do all the YouTube things. Let's get the likes up, help a brother out. We want to get monetized on my YouTube channel in the next 90 days. And I believe you hearing me can help me to do that. My brothers, this is the lessons I've learned during this period. Before I go on, and let me make a quick disclaimer. There is absolutely nothing wrong if you right at the moment are working a job. There's nothing wrong if you're still going and punching in. You gotta do what you gotta do to pay these bills coming in, because these bills don't have a break, right? They don't have, it's a recurring thing. Monthly after month, you got to take care of your upkeep. So whatever you need to do to keep the light on and to keep the roof over your head. I'm about to say this. I have come to an understanding that entrepreneurship is more than the position of where you're working. I've come to an understanding that entrepreneurship is a spirit. Oh, Olu, why are you getting so deep with this? I'm getting so deep with it because I don't think folks really understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur. I hear you talk about the big names, the Elon Musk, the Warren Buffett, the Bill Gates, the list goes on. And we like the end game. We like what they produce. We like how much they have, how much billions they have. But please, if you're not ready to do the heavy lifting, stay out of it. Just know that you're okay. If you've got a high paying job, God bless you. Stay in that job, work it out, save your money, do what you gotta do. But the things I'm learning is bigger than the money you make, is bigger than what your position is a spirit that you have to imbibe. It has to come into you, unless you cannot be a true entrepreneur. If your entrepreneurship is about, I gotta make a quick buck, don't do it. If it's about, everybody's doing it, I'm supposed to do it, don't do it. Sometimes I understand that life may push you. Some of us need to drag ourselves through it. Some of us need to be pushed into entrepreneurship. So that's my disclaimer. There is nothing wrong being a job. I will even advise you that if you have the spirit of entrepreneurship and you also have an income coming in, because let me be honest, it's going to take some money, because your bills don't stop coming just because you're turning an entrepreneur. Let's get to the first one. What's the first lesson I learned? This is so critical, and I think you've heard it over and over again. Self-discipline and time management. I say that again. Self-discipline and time management. Listen to me. I don't just say self-discipline, because you can be disciplined and still not manage your time properly. When you become an entrepreneur, it's different from when you have a job. When you have a job, you basically have a job description, right? If you have a job description, I'm doing X, Y, Z, somebody's doing the next. I'll give you a good example. I'm in IT. I can configure the system. Somebody's going to do the security. Somebody's going to do the installation on the OS level and the different things. Somebody else is going to be a project manager who's managing the whole project. So I don't have to do everything. So I don't have to waste my time on security. That's not my area. I don't have to waste my time on project management. That's not my area. What I need to worry about is my configuration. But when you become an entrepreneur, you got to have self-discipline and choose the task that is critical for you to make money. You have to choose the task that is needed that's going to be a quick return on investment. In some cases, when you go bigger, you can delegate those situations, you can outsource to some other people, but in the meantime, you're going to be the cashier, you're the one taking the orders, you're the one doing everything else, you're the one writing the script, you're the one planning your day, you're the one figuring out your leads, the whole 9 yards. Self-discipline and time management. I can't say that more. I don't want to go too much in it because I can geek on it for the next 1 minute. The next one is to be resilient and adaptable. I can tell you from personal experience, your day is not always going to go the way you planned it. The people that scheduled the gig may not show up, they may reschedule, that's money out the window. You cannot be upset or discouraged for things not going your way. There's a certain resiliency. What's resiliency? The ability to bounce back, right? The ability to change with the moment, the ability to roll with the punches. So you've got to be resilient in what you are doing. I've set up some things whereby I will say, okay, I'm going to meet a customer at a particular time. They call me an hour before and say, okay, it's going to be canceled. Or let's schedule another day. Due to some other on some factors, we can't do X, Y, Z. You got to be able to have so many irons in the fire at the same time. So if that one drops, I have a backup plan. So you have to be able to not just be able to bounce back, you have to be able to adapt to that situation, or you're going to be extinct in the business world. I've seen this happen over and over again. The third thing that I think is very, very powerful that we don't do enough. You see, the thing with the job, I can be in my own little silo. I probably don't want to talk to a whole lot of people. But this third point that you have to network with people. You got to talk to people. So if you're one of those Mr. Introvert or Miss Introvert, you need to come out of that shell. Because if you don't come out of that shell, you are not making money. You have to align with people. You have to understand people. And I don't care what you do. At some point, you have to do all that. All these guys who mentioned in name, they're not writing those programs by themselves. Right? What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg is not doing Facebook by himself. They got a lot of programmers, all these people working. So you have to be able to align with network people. Let's even go to the mom and pop. I don't want to go to this big high earners and billionaires because sometimes it's out of reach. You want to do real estate, right? You better be able to align with other realtors. You want to start an agency. You have to talk to your local businesses. You got to be, you have to be out of the shell to become a people person. And let me be honest with you. Me personally, I like in my shell. I can stay, I'm a homebody. I don't need enough stimulation. I don't need to be out there. I don't need to be in the community. I don't need to be shouting. I don't need all that. I can have my meal, read my book. I got a couple of movies I want to watch once in a blue moon. I'm good to go. But to be an entrepreneur, you have to be able to network. Number 4. This is the doozy. This is the doozy, man. Financial literacy. When you are doing a job, you are not taking care of payroll. You're not taking care of expenses as much. You have your house expenses, you have all those things that you need to do, but you're not taking care of payroll. Let me give you an example. I have a business I'm working on right now that I do. I move furniture, I move different things for people. I have a big pickup, and I enjoy doing it, meeting people and all that kind of stuff. I got to figure out gas. I got to figure out what's the place. I have to figure out, is it worth my time? All that kind of stuff. That's one. And financial literacy, I have to look about, after I take out all my expenses, what is my net profit? How much things am I taking home? If I run a credit card, a card reader, I might need to add a percentage because there's a percentage that is used for my credit card reader in order for me to be able to have full profit. So let's say, for example, I'm charging you $150. The credit card may take 8%. That's extra $15. So if I charge you $150, I'm losing money. I have to be able to add all those numbers together, and there's sometimes you can make some mistakes, but you can't continually make a mistake because there's no room for error. So you have to understand financial literacy. I'm going to ask you one more thing. This is real talk. This is not. I'm not even fronting. There's no cap here. I have checked my account more often now than ever before. When I was, with my job, first on the 15th, you get your check. Boom, you're good to go. By the 15th, the check will hit your account. But being an entrepreneur, if I don't kill, I don't eat. Which is a different ballgame entirely if you have that mentality of, oh yeah, it's going to be there. No, if you don't make it happen, it will not be there. So you have to be financially literate. Let me go one step further. How do you deal with credit? Can you obtain business credit? Do you have your personal credit in place? Is all your bills being paid? All the thing I'm trying to tell you doesn't mean I have everything down 100%. I'm learning as I go, I'm telling you guys. So don't wait for it to blow up. I'm on your soul level. I'm on the ground building up. So I'm not trying to say that, you know what, I have $1 million in the bank account, now I can teach you. No, I'm telling you as we go, in real time. Because if you have no financial literacy, there's nothing you can do. How do I stretch my money? Let me go there. How do I stretch my money? If I add this to this, how do I make this happen? Not everybody's is being given a trust fund somewhere. Not every family have a lot of money to start up. Financial literacy. I can stay on that forever. The last point, and not the least, I'm going to go straight to the point. You have to be innovative and creative. You got to find, this is not, as I said before, this is not a job that you have a job description. How do I make my business better? How do I, instead of me making it hard, how do I make it easier for me to do? In most cases, in the business of 2023, automation is one of the creativities you need to use, right? How do I get leads for my business? How do I understand the market? Who am I speaking to? How can I actually negotiate my way and be creative in the way of how to do my entrepreneurship? Without that, bro, you're playing. These are lessons I learned, man. It's not a child's play, but I'm finding out it is very doable, but it does not negate hard work and the things I've mentioned. My brothers, my sisters, I don't want to be before you so long, man. I can go on. I want to geek out of some of these points later on. We're going to talk a little bit more about entrepreneurship, right? But I just want to give you these 5 points straight to the point and think about it. What's the pros and cons? What's the downside to doing this? What are the things you need to understand? I'll be doing a little bit more on this topic and we'll take it from there. So all the way again, man, nuggets of wisdom. God bless you. Do the YouTube thing, like, share, hit the notification bell. Love you. God bless.